Hi, I'm Trent Gustus with Keller Williams Realty. After being in the real estate business for 13 years, I've watched the market go up and down. Today we're going to look at the overall real estate market.
Okay, so we're going to look at the total MLS market for last April from a supply point of view. Now, as you can see here, our total MLS average sold price is actually down by a little over $12,000. This really means nothing. It only could mean that we're selling more expensive homes. Our numbers sold are up last month. Actually, 2,700 in March. April, we sold 3,118. As opposed to last year in April, we sold 2,800. So sales are actually much better. And we also had 5,000 new listings added this month, as opposed to last year in April we had 4,700. So a few more listings added. And what's interesting is that our sales to list ratio is actually up, which means we're 61% this year, and last year we were 59.89. So that's a similar number, not very far off, but considering the fact that we actually have an inventory of 8,700 right now, that means that we're really using up the inventory. Having said that, it looks like based on these numbers, there's some properties that are dropping off the market and as of the end of the month are not sold. So we have a few more listings, but the inventory is remaining about the same, 8,000. We're slowly gaining a little bit, but that only 8,700 listings is not very many for our 1.4 million population in Calgary and surrounding area. So April was actually a better month than last year in April. To make our stats a little bit more accurate, we're going to divide the city into different quadrants. We're going to look at the northeast section first, the northwest section. The southwest section, what we're talking about is Springbank, Discovery, Aspen, those areas. The deep south, the southwest and the southeast, and inner city. We're going to compare prices per square foot in each of these areas to determine if they're actually moving up in value or moving down. Okay, so we're going to start with the northeast. As you can see in the northeast, we sold more homes than last year. This year selling 234 listings in the same time period in April as last year we sold 206 homes. And we had a high sale, and this is kind of a high record for the area, at $853,000 for a home in the northeast, and our average sale price was $319,000. Now this would have contributed to raising the average sale price up, being that we've got a higher sale, because last year our highest sale was $524,000 in the same period. So our sales price per square foot is $249,000 last year, and this year $256,000 for the median sale price, and that's really the number to watch. That we're selling for about $17 more per square foot. So people are paying a little bit more money for their homes this year, and they're selling in less time, as the median home sold in 22 days as opposed to last year in 26. So a really good market in the northeast this year. So from a supply point of view, we've got 400 active listings now. That's a little bit less than 2 months supply according to last month's sales, and those listings are an average median price of $334,000, and as you can see, our average list price before was $318. So people are increasing their prices just a little bit on the median side, and we'll just see how that works out. Okay, so now we're going to move to the northwest section of the city. So last year in the northwest we sold 445 homes. This year 433 listings, and so we're down a little bit, but our average sale price is actually up a bit. From median price is $449, and last year was $429. So we're actually up about almost $20,000, and on the average sale price we're up as well, about the same amount, about $20,000. So looks like everything is a little bit more, and our high sale price was 1.13 for April and 1.185, so that's actually lower. So but our prices per square foot are also healthy as well. Last year 256 on the median price, and now almost a little bit more than $10 a square foot higher on both the median price, and only $9 on the average price, which means that the market is up a little bit. When you look at the average sale prices per square foot, that tends to tell what's happening more than average sale price. Now the days on market here looks like we've got the home selling a little bit faster, 18 days as opposed to 25 days for the median, and a little bit less again for the average sale price listings. So in the northwest we've actually got about a month and a half supply as well. here at 655 listings, active listings for sale, and of those listings, the median asking price is $285, and the listing price for April was $273. So people again here increasing their prices a little bit. And also what this says is that our larger homes aren't selling as fast. So most of the inventory that is on the market currently is a little bit larger, and that also means that the average asking price is a little bit higher. So the moving part of the market is actually the lower price, and our average sale price was $445,000, but our average list price is $534, and actually that's an increase because last month our average list price was $449,000. So it tells you that the asking prices are a fair chunk higher than the actual sales prices. So now we're going to move on to the southwest section of the market, not the deep southwest, but everything is down as far as Discovery and everything west of Sarcee, which means that it's not considered the inner city. So for this section, we're actually up a little bit, not much. Last year 107 sold listings, and this year 119 listings. And our average sale price is, the average sale price is $321 a foot, and last year was $313. So people paying a little bit more, not a lot, but our average sale price is actually up about almost $40,000. That could be, and it's not contributed to the larger end of the market here because the largest sale was 2.2 and last year was 2.5, which tells you that that would have maybe changed our numbers a little bit. I feel that in this area that there's a fair amount of homes selling in the higher price group on average, just as an average this year compared to last year. And the average sale price the median price was $590 last year. This year is $624. So that's up about $34,000. The whole city is actually up everywhere. The days on market is less too. So 20 days for the median sales was last year, it was 27. And you can see that people are buying about the same size homes as they were last year. So when you look at the price per square foot, that's a real indicator that the market's actually up in price a little bit there too. So up here you can see we've got 295 listings on the market. That's almost a 3-month supply. And we've got a situation here where similar to the last scenario, where most of the homes that are on the market are a little bit bigger than the ones that are currently selling. The hot part of the market seems to be moving in the lower end, which the list price was $736, and of course our average list price is a little bit over $1 million, which this would give our average price, would raise that. But when you look at the median asking price at last month was $637 as far as what was sold, and our median price is now $899. It tells you, and the average square footage is 2,500 square feet. It tells you that the buyers are certainly looking for homes that are a little bit smaller on average. So the home's bigger and priced closer to this range, it's not going to sell as quickly as, of course, all these sales that previously happened last month. Now, the average sale price is list price is $414,000 or $362,000 for the median, and that's the price per square foot. And the actual sales numbers are around 312, which means that the ask prices per square foot are quite a bit higher for the homes that are remaining on the market than the ones that just recently sold. Now we're going to talk about the Deep South. We're going to include areas like Silverado, Cranston, Auburn Bay, all of these areas, Copperfield, and these all areas seem to have a little bit of parity as far as how they compete with each other. And we're going to do an overall average on this area. So as you can see here, the Deep South is slowing down a little bit. 491 sold listings last year in the same time period in April as 446 sold this year. And but our sales price per square foot is still up. The median price was $245 last year. This year is $257, so up a little bit there. The sales price is $425,000 on average for median homes, and that's up about $23,000 over last year. So up across the board for just about every segment. $437,000 was the average sale price last year, and $453 this year. As you can see, the average buyer is buying with the same size homes as last year. So things are looking pretty normal there, except for the fact that we're a little bit lower on sales than we were last year in the same time period as far as less sales. Homes are selling again here a little bit quicker than last year. So as far as inventory supply down there goes, we've got 714 active listings on the market currently, and that represents about, a little less than 2 months supply here. And as far as our asking price per square foot, the buyers on the median price are asking about $264 a foot. The properties are selling, and the median price on the asking price for the listings is $267 a foot. So not too bad really, but here's where it changes quite a bit. The average square footage and the average list price is $499, and the average for the sales last month was $429 on the median and $462 on the average. So what it shows me is that the homes that are currently on the market is the larger end of the price spectrum. And of course, we got one home on the market for $2.85 million. This could be raising our averages up as well. But it also tells me here that the asking price is within reason as far as what sellers are asking on the average compared to the actual sales. It's not too far off. The next report will be the inner city market. As you can see here, the inner city market has outperformed last year, with last year's sales in April were 394, this year 443, so just almost 50 more sales this year. The average sale price is up a little bit, and it's actually up quite a bit. From the median price was $515 last year up to $560 this year. And of course our sample size is higher, so that's good news. Now our sales price per square foot is $424 as a median price and $443, so that's up about almost $20 a foot, or $16 a foot there, or actually $23 a foot there. And it looks like people are buying a little bit bigger homes, not much bigger, and our average sale price was $660 this year as opposed to last year at $625. And so that's looking pretty good. As far as days on market, we're almost the same, not much change there. So as you can see, we've got about a little over 2 months supply of active listings on the market compared to the 967 active listings compared to 443 sold listings last month. And the average list price on those listings last month, the ones that sold, are $574,000, and that's the median. And their average median active price is $739. So you can see the inventory that's left on the market by and large is the higher end inventory, and it's staying on the market longer, as it usually does. And the median price per square foot, asking price is $454, and the actual sales price, or even the asking price, was $430. So buyers may be asking a little bit more money for their properties as opposed to the actual sales prices at $424,000.
Back when I started selling real estate, over 90% of the homes I sold were expired listings or homes that other agents couldn't sell. During that time, I learned from my clients the many frustrations that they had selling their homes.
Yeah, we had the home about twice with some other agencies, and they couldn't sell the house. We don't know why. It's a beautiful house.
There was not any interest shown at all in our home by anybody that came and viewed it.
Too many of the other MLS realtors who'd come and show the house, they wouldn't have a clue.
We didn't get any feedback on our showing.
Last time our house was in the market about 3 months, and we've never got any offers.
It's for these reasons I have a very detailed approach on the way I sell my clients' homes. But here's what my clients had to say.
I am a client of Trent Gustus. The reason I'm talking to you today is because I don't want any of you to have to go through the trouble and frustration that we had to in trying to sell our home for the last 4 months. And thanks to Trent, we were able to sell it within 3 days, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that. And now I have no stress. Thanks so much, Trent.
We had our house on the market last year for about 6 months, right, Bruce?
Correct.
And it's a high-end house. It's across the street from the park. It was listed at $1,299,000, and we just really didn't get any offers or any traction on the house, and we couldn't figure out why. Our realtor was really good, really nice guy, but we were asking him for more of a marketing plan for the house, and it just didn't seem to come. So in August, we took the house off the market, and we decided to relist the house in
January.
January, yeah. And at that point in time, I remember seeing a brochure that Trent had done up, and it just came in the mail. And that brochure from his company explained how he used video from a marketing perspective and all these other marketing techniques to actually move your house on the market. And we were really impressed with it. So we gave him a call, and Trent came in. And after we had a short conversation with him, we interviewed 3 other realtors, by the way. And none of them had the marketing strategy that Trent has. So Bruce and I decided, okay, let's take a chance with Trent for 90 days, see what happens. We listed it for the same amount of money, $1,299,000. And luckily, within 36 hours, amazing actually, our house sold at $1,250,000, and we were really happy. When we were interviewing the buyers, they actually shared with us that they saw our house on the market last year, and they looked at the photographs that were on the MLS, but it didn't really tweak their interest, so they just passed it by. They didn't come up to see the house, and they don't live far away. They're only a few blocks away, but nevertheless, they turned it down. And then when they saw Trent's video, they were really excited, and they said, we got to have a look at this house. And they came up, and they were the ones who made the offer and bought the house. So we're really happy for both Claudia and her husband, and for us to have moved this house so quickly. So thank you, Trent. Job well done, very professional.
Next, I want to talk a little bit about how I do what I do, how I can get results other agents fail to get. I think that you'll agree that many agents do little more than put up a sign and post a bunch of pictures on the internet. And in my experience, the more pictures you have, the more possibility you might have that your home doesn't sell. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have photos, but what you put online is very important. People can pull up hundreds of listings on their computers these days on the internet. And most often, they're trying to weed out the ones that they don't want to see. So if you have 20 or more photos on the internet, there's a good chance that there's one reason or another that a potential buyer might not want to see your home. Even worse, a virtual tour that discloses absolutely everything about your home in a way that doesn't sell your home. You see, most virtual tour marketing is nothing more than a large group of photos put together with soft music. It's what I call disclosure marketing, and it can kill the sale of your home. So that's why I have an entirely different approach to my marketing. My videos are more like a movie trailer. Now just think about how a movie trailer gets you out to the ticket office. They show you a short clip of the movie, the absolute best part. Maybe it's the only good part. They may even throw in testimonials to sell you on going to see the movie. This is exactly what I do with my video marketing of homes. I'll quickly show the best parts of your home. Then I do close-ups on the finer details of your home, the details that really sell the value of your home. Things like the quality of your finishing, the extra money you spent on the landscaping. You see, if we don't tell people enough about your home, buyers then start to qualify your home by square footage. Kind of like ground beef by the pound. But we want people to focus on the value that you're offering. In fact, we want to tell buyers why your home is the best buy in the area, why it's the best value. I might even show comparable sales in your area, how your home is better value. Remember, this is a sales presentation for your home. And your home doesn't need to be a show home for this kind of marketing to work. Here's a perfect example of a home I sold with 3 competing offers. The owner didn't know what to do. The home needed a lot of work and it wasn't selling. Welcome to 234 2211 19th Street Northeast. This 3-bedroom unit is 1,037 square feet. Few townhouse condominiums offer a nice view of the park, especially at this price. You can watch your kids play right from your living room window. The location of this property is right here, and as you can see, it's surrounded by parks. You could just scoot out here on 19th Street with your bicycle and ride all the way to work if you work downtown. And you'll notice that the parks are all around this. The property is close to downtown too, and you'll notice that 16th Avenue is just off 19th Street and close to Deerfoot. Very quick commute to work. 234 is an exceptional buy, as currently there's 2 other properties available that are much higher in price. Priced at $199,900. As we can see, it is renovated and it's rather nice, but we believe at our price at $149,900 that it's an excellent deal and there's lots of room for someone to make some money. For just about $20,000 in renovations, you could have a property that looked just like this one. And as you can see, the square footage is actually smaller than our unit at 234. Currently there's 2 units for sale. This one at number 395. It's also a little bit smaller than our unit. In the same complex, done in nice hardwood. It wouldn't take very much at all to replace the kitchen in this unit and do a little bit of work, and you'd have a great unit. With the going rate of these properties being close to $200,000, our property of 234 at a price of $149.9 is an exceptional purchase. As you can see here, the property needs a little bit of TLC, but it's got a huge kitchen. And just look at the view you've got. The living room is large as well. This unit has a full unfinished basement, and just look at these new railings. The building has been upgraded as well. Here's an example of a home that was on the market 2 years with another agent. Welcome to 90 Aspen Ridge Way Southwest. The first thing you'll notice when you approach the home is the $67,000 they spent on the exterior finishing. Just look at this custom masonry. You'll always know who's at your door with this video entry system. When owning an estate home such as this one, the entry should be grand, and this one's vaulted with a solid cherry curved door and unique architecture. And when your guests look down to take off their shoes, they'll notice this custom slate tile inlay. All of the doors in this home are solid 8-foot cherry doors. In the front of the home, you've got this large office. Included is this built-in cherry desk and cabinets. On the main floor, this is one of the larger half bathrooms that you'll see. This is a custom-built home by Keith Anderson, owner and manager of Deca Design. The climate in this home is very comfortable with 2 air conditioning units and 2 air return systems. In a home this big, you wouldn't want extension cords everywhere. The in-floor plug-ins are conveniently located. Often overlooked, this home has amazing windows and architecture. The home feels like a grand hall with a 12-foot 9-inch ceilings. And it's cozy with this real wood-burning fireplace, oversized with natural stone and cherry mantle. And lighting the fire is a snap with the gas log lighter. There was $65,000 spent on the millwork to finish this kitchen, and you'll notice that all of the cabinets don't have the same facing for that unique look, all solid cherry. There was $27,410 spent on Mealy appliances in this home. This double wall oven includes a warming drawer. They thought of every little convenience here, including this bread box and large pot drawers right under the stove where you'd want them. Both sinks in the home have carburetors, and those carburetors have this neat little switch built right into the counter. Evidence of the elaborate millwork is everywhere. Just look at this ceiling. See who's knocking at your door right from your kitchen. The countertop depth Sub-Zero refrigerator blends right into the cabinetry. No problem to find a step to get to your upper cabinets when you need to find something. Custom drawer with custom steps. This home features a unique granite from a quarry in Brazil. Stepping just outside the kitchen, you'll notice this beautiful patio with 10 mil glass railings. No top rail in this portion keeps the sight lines clean. Never worry about your awnings and the wind. There's wind sensors on these, and they pull in when the wind comes up. This home has lighting everywhere. 2 vacuum flow systems make this home very easy to clean. This home is really well designed architecturally. You'll notice that these railings are spaced away with a space in the deck to allow the south sun to come in to the basement windows. The rear deck is a nice place to sit on a warm, rainy day. This home is private, with reserved land behind that will never be built on and a view of the mountains. You'll never draw the blinds. The third fireplace in this home is right in the master bedroom. It's a gas fireplace and low maintenance. You can turn all the lights on the home right from your bedside. $4,000 was spent on custom cabinetry in the walk-in closet. More of that Brazilian granite on the tub surround. Over $8,000 was spent on the custom millwork in the ensuite bath. This $3,500 programmable air tub has color therapy as well. Relax at the end of a cold, hard day in a steam shower.
There's plenty of room on the main floor for guests. We spent almost $8,000 on the custom millwork and cabinetry in the laundry room for your convenience. The triple drive-through garage is huge, with even enough room for a ramp for wheelchair access, right out of the rain. Going downstairs, an open tread, cherry, solid staircase. Entertaining in the basement, you've got a full-on wet bar with refrigerator, dishwasher, and microwave, all wired for your home theater system. And again, downstairs is bright, just like the upstairs level, with these $65,000 worth of windows everywhere, coffered ceilings, and access to an outdoor patio. Just off the back basement door is a walk-in closet. This is way better than a shed. Sound throughout the home is also included in the exterior speakers. These were $100 a piece. 2 large bedrooms in the basement, one with its own ensuite. All rooms in this house have comfortable heat with hydronic in-floor heating on both levels, water softener, 2 complete vacuum flow systems, and all kitchens have reverse osmosis water taps on each sink. The Bang & Olufsen power management system can record your patterns of when you turn lights on and off, when you dim them, everything, so that you can save this pattern and then replay it so you never need to remember to turn on a light. This system is integrated throughout the home. It controls the water fountains outside, the lighting for the fountains, the fountain motors, when it turns on. Everything can be monitored and programmed the way you want. It can also optimize for power savings as well. All of this sits on this spectacular location with this great view. Close into the city, Aspen's very convenient. There was over $95,000 spent on landscaping here by ongoing works. There's a brand new irrigation system as well. With one of the largest lots in the subdivision, this home sits in the perfect location, backing onto the green space in Aspen Reserve, and with the view of the mountains. It's an unbeatable combination.
If you like this property and you'd like to book a showing, call us today at 403-862-9610. This is just 2 examples, but in 13 years of marketing homes, I've got hundreds of examples of turnaround situations. High and low-end homes, fixer-uppers, show homes. I've marketed a home just like yours. So call me today for a low-pressure interview to discuss the sale of your home.